Today on CS TV feature story, we are looking at Amnesty International, a global movement of more than 7 million people who take injustice personally and campaign for a world where human rights are enjoyed by all. Human rights non-governmental organization Amnesty International has expressed concerns over what it called sponsored protests against its activities in Nigeria. On its official Twitter page at Amnesty Nigeria, the organization traced a timeline of such protests in recent years. AI's curiosity may not be unconnected to a report it published in May detailing how Nigerian security forces raped thousands of women and girls who escaped from the brutal rule of Boko Haram insurgents and killing of many people who refused to be moved from territories rescued from the insurgents. The presidency of the Nigerian army frowned at the report, with the army calling for the expulsion of the group it called an enemy. In the armed forces, we maintain that we do not condone rape and do not have rapists among us. The military has several measures in place to regulate the conduct of troops and to define their relationships with members of their host communities. Amnesty International has not only positioned itself as an enemy of the Nigerian army, but the country as a whole, the army had said in a statement. On Twitter on Monday, AI alleged protesters calling for their expulsion as sponsored. The organization flashed back to a similar protest in 2017 where protesters were paid off 1,400 naira. AI wrote, "Enough is enough. Amnesty International wants to turn Nigeria into abattoir. Leave Nigeria now." Customized jerseys were caught receiving a note of 500 naira. A year ago, in March 2017, sponsored protesters invaded our office in Abuja for 2 days. They barred us from moving in and out. At the end of each day of protest, they congregate at the Unity Fountain and paid the protesters 1,400 naira each. Who is sponsoring them? Whenever we release a report on violation of the rights of Nigerians seeking justice through impartial investigation, our office is invaded by sponsored protests. Who is sponsoring them? Who paid them? AI questioned. Join the conversation across our social media platforms at CS Newsroom and visit our website at www.csnewspaper.com. I am Wemimo Adewuni for CS Newspaper.